There are so many unique ways to play RuneScape, and the map is divided up into chunks by 64 squares. I'm going to unlock those chunks one at a time. Welcome to Chunk Varrock, where I'll be starting my one chunk Ironman journey. Varrock edition. I have a few rules that do differ. So rule number 1, no puro, as I feel it takes away from the chunk specific items in progress. However, I will allow any imps I find in my chunks. And rule number 2, no shooting stars and farming is passive. I don't think raking content is riveting. Now, there is one more twist I'm adding, but I'll get to that soon. I firstly want to explain how a one chunk count works. I will be trapped inside a 64 by 64 tile chunk, and I won't be able to leave or unlock a new chunk until I complete every task within that chunk. And yes, I mean every task. For instance, in my starting chunk, there is 34 tasks I need to complete to move on. Chunk tasks consist of skilling tasks. In this chunk, I have to wield an animate weapon, wear mithril armor, burn oak logs, fletch an oak shield, wield a maple shortbow, pickpocket a citizen, and chop oat logs. Best in slot tasks, basically equipping the best weapons and armor in your chunk. And lastly, quests and diary tasks. Now the twist, I'm gonna have a block list. Well, by list I mean one available block. This means if I roll a task, say Scarius for instance, I could block getting the pet. I would still have to complete every other task in the chunk. I would just be able to block one particular task. Let's say, for instance, the next chunk I roll the cooking guild and I need to get 99 cooking. For me to be able to block 99 cooking, I would have to unblock the pet task and actually achieve that before moving on. Make sense? Sweet. Oh my god, the time is here. What do we do? I don't actually know. I don't want some botched name. 12853. Chunk 12853. All right, we're rolling with this. Chunk 12853, aka Chunk Varrock. We are sending it. Bro, I just realized it's so dark outside. Oh my god, man, it looks it's looking pretty grim. It's looking pretty grim. I should be able to spawn in my chunk. I wish that was a thing, but it's not, unfortunately. Oh, I can see the light. Oh, I don't want to get done by these guys. And here we are in the chunk. We are in Varrock. So we have access to this little square here. Let's have a look around, bro. I'm going to see if there's anything. Like, I've come to Varrock a fair bit in my time, obviously. I think everyone has. Everyone comes to Varrock. It's probably, I would say, one of the towns with the most foot traffic, if I had to go out and guess. But like, how often do you go check all the random stuff in Varrock? Like, let's see where I can actually go to. There's two dudes just, oh, there's a range here. And we're going to pickpocket this guy. And that is a chunk task completed. So that's our first chunk task. Is there anything of use for me around here? We got Old Man Yarlow. Search his house. There's log spawns here, but I can also chop trees. I might just grab these for now. Can't even go outside of his house. There's a mugger there. This guy wants some smoke. Can I even kill this guy? I don't even think I can kill this guy. What's up here?
Nothing.
There we go. The first level up on the chunk, man. Just doing a bit of Muay Thai. We like to see it. Oh, there's level 3. Gonna be able to smoke these men and women in game, of course. Dude, I'm so excited. Like, I know once this like gets rolling, it's gonna get rolling. Like, I'm keen to see what kind of challenges I have to overcome, and you know what, there's level 4 attack already. I want to see, I guess, what, like, how far can you push the game, right? What will I have to do to overcome some certain things? I know there's some pretty crazy tasks that I could roll in the future. Damn, bro, what the hell? That's the quickest. Damn, bro, who is this, bro? He's cleaning so fast. And there's 8 attack already. Already 8 attack. There's nothing more you can learn from hitting a dummy. Ah, okay. Well, that's not too bad. 8 attack off the rip. Is there anything else in here? Okay, I'm stuck. All right. Read combat scroll. A beginner's guide to killing things by Ali Morrisane. Choose your target. Hit it. Go to step 2. Ah, interesting. What else do we have? We have the museum. Can I do the museum quest then? Sure thing, buddy. Bonza, mate. I reckon there's questions per case should be banged to, whatever. I can't read. Aussie to Aussie. Orlando, you're a good man. There's 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter. So I've got some best in slot stuff here. The Mithril plate body, which is 5,200 coins. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but for me right now, that's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money. I need to figure out how to get that. Chunk Varrock's biggest bottleneck by far will be GP. With limited resources, 5,200 GP becomes an hour's worth of skilling easily. How many people are skilling for 5k GP? I know this guy is. I think Maple Shortbow is going to be our best in slot, which is 400, pretty cheap. And they sell up to adamant arrows, which is nice. I think that's a chunk task as well to equip one of those. The general store, this is going to be our bread and butter. What do these guys go? Wait, actually, I want to quickly go check upstairs because I know there's a spawn up here for a spade. And there's a knife spawn too. So we've got spade and knife now. We've got staffs. It's actually a really good starting area, to be honest. We got staff, stuff, fire, water, air. I mean, I feel like a lot of chunk men struggle with magic. We have a rune shop and a staff shop. Oh my god, I'm dripped out, man. Look at my character, bro. He's so gang. Look at that. He's the coolest in the room for sure. Event complete. Christmas din-dins at the Blue Moon Inn. Rewards. Lovely jubbly bib. Christmas dinner. Beer belly sweater. Jad jumper. This is the play for sure. Oh my god, bro. That's mad. That's actually funny. Come here, boy. There we go. There's a task complete. Give a dog a bone, which is an easy task in the Varrock area. Let's go. Okay, we can do Romeo and Juliet up to step 1 as well. Blub blub. Where's my Juliet? Have you seen her? Start. Okay, that's as much of that quest that I can complete. And then we've got Demon Slayer up to step 1, which is this lady, Aris. Start the quest. Can I do further? No, I can't. So that's as much of Demon Slayer as I can do. And then we could do Children of the Sun. Okay, no, I don't want to do this. So he's going to take me like in Varrock Castle. I can't do that. So that is it for now for Children of the Sun. So up to step 2. I think I did a little bit more than I was meant to, but bang. All quests that we could potentially do are now completed in this chunk, okay? Okay, let's have a look. Can we get a steel? No. Steel sword? No. Bronze sword? We can get a bronze sword. Let's get a bronze sword. This is going to be our best weapon for now. And then I'm going to go kill men and women for a bit of GP. Hopefully sell some stuff and then get enough combat level. Maybe I can just kill this barbarian actually. We'll see. Wait, am I going to die? Okay, I'm going to die. Oh my god, I can't even kill a barbarian. It's kind of exciting, like, I kind of just normally ignore random events unless they're like genies, to be honest. But now, every random event is going to be super helpful for this account. Like, I need to be on the lookout for the random events because if we see, let's see what we get from this. Hopefully it's good. What did we get? 119 coins, 59 feathers, a defense pot, and some iron arrows. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. That's some GP for sure. I don't need the iron arrows right now. I'm going to see how much GP I can get for these. Okay, so we don't have to hop worlds for that one. That's nice to know. Do they buy feathers? No. Okay, we'll keep the feathers for now. We'll put them in the bank. And wait, I'll quickly go see. Is there something here that I can get that's going to give me better defense? Bronze chain body for now. Maybe I'll cop this right now. Damn, bro, we're looking slick. This will help me get kills on the men and women. Hopefully that barbarian, once I can figure out a food source, which I think is going to be beers for now, which is crazy to say. As an Australian, it's pretty stock standard beer for food, but in RuneScape, it's not very good. This is actually so grim, bro. Surely there's a better way to get food in here that I'm overlooking. I feel like I'm overlooking something. Okay, I think beer is my only source of food. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That is crazy. I really overlooked it. For some reason, I thought I had food at the chunk. I guess not. I guess beer is my only food for a while, which is crazy, bro. I mean, hopefully eventually I have enough levels that I can just easily like kill these people without any trouble. But until then, 1 HP food is crazy. Okay, so time to get best in slot gloves and boots, which is 6 GP each, which is eaten into the cash stack, but these will give me a little bit more defense bonus. Hopefully it'll help out. And then maybe I can save up for some plate legs. And then a better weapon. We'll see. I need to get more beer though. That's what I should probably be spending my money on, to be honest. That purchase was actually stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. He sells cabbage? How much? Was it? Can you give me any free food? Can you give me any free money? Okay, wait. Can we keep buying cabbage off him? We got 35 coins. One coin. Okay, this is better than beer. Right, we're gonna buy cabbages. I think this is gonna be our best in slot food, no lie. Because, so beer drains our attack stats, so we're less accurate. So the cabbage is just infinitely better for us. It just takes a little bit to buy, but it'll be worth it. So we can get some easy levels on men and women. And then we'll look to kill that barbarian. Hopefully we can get a bit of GP and bro, it's looking grim. You don't realize, I guess, when you're locked to a chunk, right? Like how much inconvenience there is. There's so many things that you take for granted. Right now, I'm like, wait, I can't just get food? I have to do these obscure things to get a bit of food. There's no actual like shop to buy it, or I can't cook it anywhere. It's crazy, to be honest. Okay, so we're ready with a inventory full of cabbages. Let's see how long this lasts. Hopefully a while. There we go. 7 strength, 8 combat. This is the Varrock Massacre store. Whatever you want to call it. The Varrock something. It's this dude's nightmare. That's all you need to know. Oh, I don't think I've been in here. Leather body? There we go. If the leather body is worth GP, I might have found an infinite money glitch. Okay, let's quickly check this leather body. Because I might be onto something here. Come on, please. Please be worth like 10 GP. Come on. 8 coins. I'm going to go get some leather bodies. I need the GP. Yeah, I'm going to go do that. BRB. Oh, hopefully this is enough GP to get a weapon upgrade. We need to buy out a whole inventory of food again. It's looking bleak, bro. It's looking bleak. I want to kill that barbarian. That's my goal at the moment. All right, 187 GP from an inventory of leather bodies. Probably could have got like 200 if I sold less per world, but I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to go see. I think I have GP in the bank as well. I'm going to go see how much I have. 76 GP here. So we got 263. Bro, what is this guy? Okay, let's go see if I can get an upgrade for the weapon. I don't think this guy sells bronze legs, but we'll check. We'll check. Iron plate legs. I don't think I can wear those. I can. Do I want to spend my whole... No, I'm not spending my whole cash stack on some freaking iron legs, bro. That's crazy. I'm getting an attack upgrade for sure. Wait, did these heal? 1 coin, do they heal? No, they don't. Damn it. Let's see if we have a little upgrade. Steel sword. Damn, that's expensive. Holy. Steel dagger? 125. I feel like the steel dagger is the play here. And then we'll get rid of this for 15 coins. And then we'll go get an inventory of cabbages, and then we'll go back to killing men and women. In game, of course. Oh, first Renar on the account. It would literally take me so long before I can even clean a herb, let alone use a Renar. I hope it sells for something in Varrock, because otherwise it's sitting in my bank. I'm really starting to realize the chunk that I started in isn't particularly hard. It doesn't have any crazy grinds or anything like that. What I'm realizing is there's two problems. One, I don't have a good source of food. And two, I need GP for basically everything. Now, I need to brainstorm a way to, I guess, get GP. GP is going to be the biggest problem for this chunk by far. And there is 10 defense. There's 10 attack. Let's go suss out and see if any of this inventory sells anyway. Boom, we've got 346 GP. I know I'm saying that like it's something crazy, but to me it is, you know, it's a lot. That's a lot. Can we get an upgrade? Maybe we get the iron plate legs, it'll help. Or do we invest in a better weapon? I don't know if we can invest in a better weapon right now. I think we should wait till mithril, 20 attack. So I think I'm going to get the iron plate legs. This will help. It's got decent defense. Oh, that is something else. I don't know how. I wish I could attack these guards. That is something else, man. If anyone sees me, they'd be thinking some weird stuff about me, I'll tell you that. All right. 5 minutes later, we have a full inventory of cabbages. I want to try kill this barbarian now, because the barbarian, I think, unlocks the key to my chunk, and it's the axe. With the axe, I could chop trees and then chop oaks and fletch the oaks into bows, which I can then sell to get GP to buy my best in slot, which will be the mithril plate body, the addy sword, etc. I feel like this is the play. I'm going to try set up a flinch on her, and then I'm just going to bang it out, you know? Really quick, guys, if you are enjoying the video, a like and a subscription would be super appreciated. It will help the channel and notify you when future videos are uploaded. Anyway, back to the video. Yes, bronze axe, let's go. Alright. Now we can chop some trees, man. We're gonna switch this up for a little bit. I'm gonna go the tree chopping, fletching method. I've got tasks that require me to fletch an oak shield as well. I've now just got to find the trees. Here we go. Alright. Level 4 woodcutting. Level 5 woodcutting. And there's 6 woodcutting. Alright, so the current method at the moment is bank the logs, run back to the front of the Varrock castle, past the only oak tree in my chunk. I'll be seeing you soon. 6 levels off, so probably about 20 minutes. We basically just walk down this way, chop these 3 trees, walk back up this way, chop these 3 trees, and then I'm just repeating this until I've got a full invi, and then banking them. And then, yeah, it should be onto the oaks soon. I really want like a bird's nest to drop with some jewelry. I feel like that would be some decent GP. But yeah, so far, no luck. Level 15 wood cutting. Now we can cut oaks. Should be a little bit better than these ones, to be honest. And then, yeah, I'm just going to bank tons of logs. I'm going to need to fletch a bunch. I don't have any good fletching methods at the moment. Actually, I do have some feathers, which might speed it up a little bit, but I don't think I have many feathers. I got 59 feathers, bro. It's basically nothing. I might as well not have a feather. I'm going to actually get rid of this for more inventory space. But yeah, I'm going to go chop oak for a bit. We'll stack up some logs. This is my only oak tree, the one and only oak tree with a bronze axe. Bro, I look so mad. It's crazy. Oh, there's 20 wood cutting. I'm having a look right now at like how I'm going to get to 27 fletching with what I have available. Realistically, the easiest way is going to be short bows into long bows, into oak short bows. Right now, as it stands, if I was to just like fletch short bows to 27 fletching, it would be 1788 short bows, which is, I mean, crazy for 27 fletching. It really sucks when you don't have access to feathers and ore to just do arrows, as I feel like that's the quickest way. But this is where we're at the moment. Yeah, 27 fletching, 21 woodcutting. This is kind of peaceful. It's pretty relaxing, to be honest. Pretty chill. This guy's got to be 101. Iron plate legs, bronze plate body, bronze medium helm, fletching short bows at Varrock Bank. Surely no one's done this exact same thing before. Nah, I don't reckon they have. I reckon I'm the first. 10 fletching. I want to see if the longbow sells for more at the general store. Let's have a quick look. Because this is all important. GP's the biggest bottleneck in this chunk for sure. Value. 24 coins. 9. Oh my god. Oh my. Infinite money hack. What do you mean? It's literally triple. Oh my god, I'm gonna be rich. Alright, there is the last of the bows. So right now we're sitting on 1831 GP. This is definitely the play. I want to see, I just want to do a quick recap on how much things actually cost. The best in slot will be this mithril plate body, which is 5,200. What is the next? How much does an iron plate body cost? And a steel, 2,000. Surely a steel chain body is just like 750. And then what? We've got our weapon, which I want a mithril weapon. Let's have a look. Bro, why is he just freaking out over here? Okay. Mithril sword, 845. Mithril dagger, 325. So that's pretty cheap. Mithril long sword, 1300. It's pretty cheap. I think I'm going to get defense for now. We'll rock the steel dagger. I'm going to go back to killing this barbarian to train my combat stats and look for that iron mace just to tick that task off. And then I'm going to go back to trees most likely. But we'll get our steel chain body. And then, wait, where do I get helmets from? I think, no, this bronze med helmet is my best in slot. Okay. Oh my god, look at the upgrade in... Oh, stop running, bro. Look at the upgrade in stats. Boom! This is a new era. I'm going to go sell this bronze body. How much are you going to buy this for? 96 coins. We'll take that. Is there anything else we can get that's better? Alright, this is us for now. We're bowling. And with our newfound wealth, we are stocking up on our cabbages. We have a mass cabbage supply. Let's go. Time to attack this barbarian for the next hour, potentially. Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. That's a Chad, bro. That's a Chad. 11 attack. And there's what? 14 combat. I want to get to 20 attack so I can get the mithril sword. That's going to speed up my kills exponentially. It'll be so worth it for sure. I'm back to the men for now because they don't hit as hard as the barbarian. I was using a bit of food and I kind of want to conserve, or I kind of want to stop myself from having to spend 5 minutes buying out the cabbage store every, 20 minutes. So these guys for now until my stats are a bit higher, and then I'll just smack the barbarian for a bit. 20 attack. We can now wield mithril. Oh, I can't even wait, bro. I can't lie, I can't wait. Let's go, bro. This is going to be the biggest upgrade for sure. How much does this sell for? Sell. Sell. Mithril sword. 845. Surely this is just a massive upgrade, right? Let's go. Alright. Surely we're whacking 7s now. Come on. Give me something big. 3 max hit. That's horrendous. I can't even lie. What was even the point, bro? What was even the point? Okay, these kills are going way quicker. Like I'm killing them and having to wait for them to respawn now, which mean like that wasn't happening before. So the myth longsword is definitely an upgrade. Well, obviously an upgrade, but I'm thinking maybe maybe when I get, I don't know, man, like I don't want to just keep having to refill my cabbages. Right now, these guys just don't do enough damage. So I can just infinitely train my stats on them. Whereas on the Barbarian, the drop table's not much better. I only need the mace from that Barbarian, and I just don't think it's worth trying to train on them right now. When I'm just gonna have to keep buying cabbages for 5 minutes at a time from the cook, which is my only source of food other than beers, which drain my attack, and I just don't see how that's worth it over the cabbages. So for now, I'm just gonna kill men in game, of course, and stack up some combat stats. We're looking good right now. 20 attack, 15 strength, 10 defense, and 9 prayer. 140 total level, bro. That's a guy that could take down Scurrius, I tell you that. Much better, bro. We just absolutely destroy the Barbarian now. It's not even close. Hopefully we can get this mace then, and then I think I should work on 20 defense while I do that. Once I get 20 strength, I'll work on 20 defense. Look at how much quicker the kills are. Like 4, 18 strength. She barely even hits us now because we're just so quick. All right, inventory full of cabbages. I'm gonna go chop trees and fletch again until my health regens. I don't want to waste cabbages. It's just too annoying to get them. So I'm gonna bank these and go do some woodcutting and fletching. 28. I was gonna call it farming, but it is woodcutting. We need, hold on, 368 longbows to get 20 fletching, so we can then start doing the oak short bows, which will be much better fletching XP, better GP as well. I did forget as well, chopping an oak log is a task for the chunk, so we've ticked that off. And yeah, I will see you guys when I have 368 logs. 30 wood cutting, and that gets us willow trees, which I actually don't know if there's any willow trees around Varrock or in any immediate chunks. So yeah, I don't know actually. I'll have a look. I don't think there is. I think it's all yew trees and oak trees. There's 20 fletching. I grossly overestimated the amount of logs I needed. I still have 66 logs left. So yeah, I'll save those for fire making because the task is to burn an oak log. So I'll keep those. For now, I'm going to go sell these bows and see how much money I get. And then I'm able to chop oaks. I don't need to chop the normal trees anymore, which is nice. But yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to sell these 5 at a time. Means I'm going to have to hot weld 60 times. But I'm keen to see how much cash I get. Like, that's the whole point, I guess, of this chunk. I need cash to escape. And this is the method. All right, there is the last of the bows. So we're at 5,928 gold, which is easily the most I've had on the account. Oh, we got 1,000 gold here as well. Damn. Okay, so mithril plate body is going to be my best in slot. Addy sword. So maybe I'll work for the mithril plate body. We got to get it, bro. Let's go. Pull the trigger. Started chaps. How much are these? That's another best in slot, I believe. Started, but we'll worry about that. I'm going to do the melee first. So we've got the mithril plate body. I can't wear it yet though. So I need to go get 20 defense and then I'll be able to wear it, which I'm going to go do now. Let's get my cabbages. Boom. And my kebabs. Oh my god, not the kebabs, bro. And the cabbages, it's so stupid. And it's going to take me 40 minutes to freaking get more cabbages. Anyway, I'm going to go bully this barbarian. I'll see you when I'm 20 defense. Killing this one barbarian takes a lot of time. I mean, I'm getting at the moment 4,000 XP per hour, which is horrendous. But we now have access to the mithril plate body, and that is more important than any of that. So we'll put all this in the bank. Where are you? Oh, here we go. Wait. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Bro, the stat difference is crazy. The Barbarian's got nothing now. I love that. That's so nice. So apparently, studded chaps are my best in slot range and melee. And they are. Oh, I need 20 range to wear them. Oh. It's not a task to wear them, but it is a task to obtain them. So there is a task completed. 20 range, studded body, how much is that? 850. I forgot I have to train range. I have to train magic as well after the melee grind. So yeah, I'm going to finish this melee grind. I'm going to get 30 attack to wield adamant. And then I think I'm going to start looking at what I can do to get working on like range and mage as well. Because I need like 42 magic to cast Monster Inspect. I've honestly, before this, I'd never heard of that spell. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So my chunk picker has selected Monster Inspect to be a chunk task. It said 42 mage is required to cast it. This spell is grayed out in my spell book. I can't see visibly that I can use it until obviously I hit 42 range. Upon further inspection, as I was like, what the hell is Monster Inspect? I found that on the wiki, it says Monster Inspect is a utility spell available in the standard spellbook. It has no magic level requirement and grants 30.5 magic experience per cast. No magic level requirement. So I didn't know this for a big portion of this chunk until the end where I figured this out. So please excuse it if you hear me talk about Monster Inspect and do potential GP calculations on runes to get to 42 magic. Oh, look at all the level ups. 25 attack, 23 hit points, 26 combat. Give me my iron mace, man. I need that. I've killed 150 barbarians. It's meant to be a 1 in 128. So right now we are dry. 28 attack and still no iron mace. We're what, 200 kills in now? Surely soon. It doesn't really matter anyway. As long as I get 30 attack, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have to get range and magic like I said, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, so we got our first Evil Bob event, and I'm gonna be putting my lamps on agility for now because I'm sick of running out of run energy. I got 10 XP. Oh my god, that is horrendous. I thought I'd get a level for some reason. Editor Zegray here, so our audio just cut out for some reason, but we did get 30 attack, which then gave us the ability to go get the adamant sword. Obviously we got to check this out. It's going to look pretty beast. Once we had the adamant sword, we went back to the barbarian and we did snag the iron mace just before 300 KC. So 1 in 128 drop, but nearly 300 KC. Pretty unlucky there. But that is a prayer best in slot equipped and another chunk task complete. With that out of the way, we ended up getting 35 woodcutting, 25 fletching. We knocked out 2 minor tasks in the chunk, being purchase an air staff and get the priest gown and top. And then I realized my mic was muted and we get our voice back. 37 woodcutting, let's go. The big 40 woodcutting with the bronze axe only on an oak. You would be surprised how long that actually would take. But 40 woodcutting, we're stacking oaks at the moment. It's going good. It's going good. We're gonna have heaps of GP once I once I sell all the bows, and then I'll be able to fully train up my mage, and we'll be rolling a chunk before I know it. I'm so excited to roll a chunk, bro. Like, the first roll is gonna be crazy. I'm in the middle of some crazy chunks. We've got like a 99 cooking requirement to the west. North is obviously Varrock Sewers, which has Scarius, Briar Fighter, an 84 cooking requirement, 70 fletching requirement. There's some crazy chunks around. It's going to be interesting. I'm so keen to have a bit more space. Oh, we got a genie. And we put that on agility and another 10 XP. 26 fletching. So I need to fletch all these bows so I can get the GP to continue training magic and potentially range if I can hit that 42 magic. At 27 fletching, I'll be able to make an oak shield, which is another chunk task that I'll be ticking off. And I don't know. I'm probably not going to hop and sell 5 per shop because I've got nearly 1,000 logs to fletch. I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to sell them in bulk for sure. Hopefully I get a decent amount of GP though. So yeah, I will see you when I get 27 fletching and then when I finish the bows. 27 fletching, and now we can finally do another chunk task. Oak shield. There we go. Okay, I don't want to make 2. There's our oak shield and equip. Boom. Best in slot and another chunk task completed. Time to finish these bows, which is another 730. So it shouldn't be too long. Alright, we've sold them all. I didn't really hop, I just sold them in bulk. So we've got 6,700 GP. I think I have GP in the bank. This should be enough to get a fair chunk of runes from Aubrey, my man. Let's have a look. Bang. Okay, yeah. GP is looking healthy at the moment. This is easily by far the most GP we've had. Where's my staff? Zaffy boy, how much you buying this for? 825. How much you selling this for? 1,500. First fire staff on the account. Oh, it's so good having the staff shop there. It's going to come in so handy, especially with how strong magic is in this game. I think it's going to help a lot moving forward. Let's see. I think I'm just going to stick with strike spells. I don't want to use chaos or like bolt spells because it's just going to be too expensive, but like 10k like for 100 casts, no thank you. So let's do 430, so we'll go 10, so that's 1,000 and fire strike, so we get 500 mind runes for now, and this should get us over. We'll see how much XP this gets us. Remember, the goal is 42 to cast Inspect Monster, which is just hilarious, but you know, we'll go from here. Boom, 18 magic. Yeah, I calculated it's gonna take about 3,500 fire strikes for 42 magic. So I'll throw up all the maths here in terms of how much that'll cost GP wise. But yeah, it's just a GP chunk, man. 20 magic, 22 more levels to go. And we're sitting at 16 prayer at the moment, which is a lovely sight to see. 15 fire making. Let's go smack off another task. I don't have any oak logs. Give me 2 seconds. We'll go grab one and quickly burn it. Oh, we're coming up to the end, man. We just have to solve, it's just a GP bottleneck basically. You know, once we tick this off, the rest of the tasks are GP bottlenecks. Range and magic training are just GP bottlenecks. And this tree is going to be my best friend for at least probably 10 more hours, I would assume. But here we go, burning an oak log. Wait, we'll go on this side. Here we go. There we go, task completed. And back to magic training for me. Let's have a look at the account. So, 264 total level. We're at 23 magic at the moment, 16 prayer, 43 woodcutting, 37 fletching, and then obviously our melee stats. So we are coming along. We only have cast monster inspect, wield a maple shortbow, and then obtain a maple shortbow, studded body, and adamant arrows, and then 2 diary tasks, which I could bang out at any time. So yeah, we're coming to the end. It's been different than what I expected. I thought this starting chunk would be a bit of a throwaway, like it would go quite quickly. I didn't actually anticipate, 1, there was no food in the chunk, and 2, GP was going to be the biggest problem. So yeah, it kind of surprised me a little bit, but it's nice. We've been playing 15 hours and we're still here. when you look at the tasks from the outside, they look pretty simple, right? And they are, but there's those bottlenecks, I guess, that we've had to deal with. So yeah, 17 prayer, 25 magic, teleport to Varrock. So as we're from the future, we understand that the monster inspect spell is no longer needed to cast. However, that makes teleport to Varrock the highest level spell I did need to cast. Little did I know, this is also a diary task, which is a chunk task as well. I do end up casting teleport to Varrock. Sorry for the spoiler. 18 prayer. Come on, man. Oh, there we go. 45 woodcutting. I was like, bro, chopping that tree for at least 60 seconds. The bronze axe is something else, man. There's something else. I think I didn't think of it because it's not like a task in my chunk, but I can pickpocket these dudes. Oh, wait. I need to drop a cabbage. I can pickpocket these dudes. And they drop gold. I'm going to do this for an hour and see how much GP it is, because surely it's quicker than chopping 4,000 trees. I would hope. There's level 2. Alright, we'll do this for an hour. Come on, bro. Don't do this to me. Are you... Alright, I'm going to gamble the hardcore here. I'm going to gamble it. 15 thieving. Holy, just gambled the hardcore. Alright, so I just pickpocketed about 300 men. The GP is not too bad, but I had a revelation whilst doing it. Why don't I just do wind strike? I did the maths on it. Instead of 32,000 GP, I would only need 19,140 to do air strikes. It would take much longer, but it would be significantly less GP, making the original 4,000 oak bows only 2,300. Which is way more manageable. It's literally nearly half the amount of time. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That should be the plan. I'm doing a bit of editing at the moment, and I was getting some graphics ready just for the, for the chunk tasks and everything like that. And look at this. It's completely grayed out, Monster Inspect, which is our highest magic skill for a utility spell. If I cast this, oh, wait. Not a good example. Hold on. We got a man over here. Bang, I can cast it. So apparently on the wiki, there's a bug. The spellbook interface claims it's a members only spell and requires 42 magic. However, it can be cast at 0 magic. So that would mean that I don't need to get 42 magic anymore, as there's no other utility spells that are available to me at all in this chunk. I don't have any access to lore runes or nature runes. 38 fletching, 39 fletching on the one chunk account, 40 fletching. We can fletch absolutely nothing in our chunk. Time to move on. All right, there's a cool 6k. I am going to buy, I've got a ton of bolts at the moment, so I'm going to buy the crossbow, and we'll just bang out the range training with the crossbow and the bolts that I have. And then I'm just going to go grab this leather body. Then we're going to train on the men. Here's our leather body, which will be our best in slot until 20 range. All right, I will check in once we got some range, bro. I'm so keen, finally coming up to rolling a new chunk, bro. The possibilities are endless. There's so many different little grinds that we could get into. Like Varrock Sewers, the northern chunk is obviously going to be the most difficult chunk, but it's the one that excites me the most, to be honest. There's 10 range on the one chunk account. 20 more levels to go, and then we will be ready to bounce, brother. 20 range. Let's go get my upgrade. Have I nearly killed 1,000 men? Yes. Will I most likely have to kill 1,000 more? Probably. Come here, Horvik. Studded body. We didn't even look at the price. And this will now, obtaining the studded body, so that's +8 range and +6 range. Oh my god, look at this guy. That is a beast, bro. Just realized something major. Oh, that's hilarious. So this whole time, I thought that there was no available lore runes in my chunk. There actually is. So the Barbarian drops them at a 1 in 128 drop rate. I've killed 300 Barbarians. I have not seen one lore rune. So I do need to go kill the barbarian basically until 30 range, because one of the medium tasks is cast teleport to Varrock. I've just not really been looking at those. I've kind of been neglecting them. So I'm going to get a bow upgrade, and I can knock out another task by obtaining an adamant arrow. I don't actually have to wield it. So we'll get one adamant arrow. There's a chunk task completed. And then I can get an oak short bow. We'll rock 150 for now, and we'll get a few bronzies. We'll rock this for now. Yeah, so I need to go kill this barbarian basically for a lore rune. I can't believe I overlooked that. It shouldn't be too bad though. But I am literally like nearly 3 times dry on that drop rate. So hopefully it doesn't go too bad. 25 range and still no lore runes. We're at 332 KC. The lore rune's 1 and 128. So hopefully it's going to be right here. I'm assuming. Nah. Oh, there we go. The lore rune. Now we're going to go cast TP to Varrock for the medium diary. And it's nice. Now we've got a TP back to our home base. So as we start extending out our chunks, we're always going to have that Varrock teleport. So we got that at 347 KC. So nearly 3 times dry, which is funny. Cast TP to Varrock. And there is a chunk task completed. And while we've got cash on us, we can do another one. Come here, Benny boy. Give me a newspaper for 50 bucks. And there's another chunk task completed. So the only chunk task we have left is to get 30 range to equip a maple bow. All right, there is 30 range, and that is the last skill requirement for the chunks. So I'm going to quickly jet over to the... I actually don't even... I've never taken note of this person's name. Low. We're going to low. We're going to cop our maple short bow. Didn't even check how much it was. Pretty cheap. And we're going to equip that. Bang. There is the chunk completed. So all tasks done. And it is time to roll a chunk. So I'm going to pull up the chunk picker and we're going to see what we get and go check it out. All right, as you can see, we've got all the tasks here. So the rollable chunks are northwest, east, and south, obviously. North is Varrock's sewers. So we have Scarius and Briar Fighter. And there's also an 84 cooking requirement. Western chunk is Cooking Guild, which, if I do have a method to cook, will be a 99 cooking requirement potentially. East is a free chunk, and I believe south is yew trees, which comes along with 70 fire making, 70 fletching, 70 woodcutting, or whatever the requirements are for yew trees. So the devil in me wants number 1, the north chunk, for the challenge. Realistically, 3 is probably the best because it also unlocks the Quetzal system. If I can complete Children of the Sun, which, if you didn't know, I'm going to be able to roll chunks from transport mode. So if I'm at a dock, potentially, I can like roll a chunk where a boat can go. Same with the birds. I can roll a chunk where the birds can go. So I could potentially roll Varlamore if I get this chunk unlocked. So let's roll the chunk and then see what we get. I'm kind of low-key nervous. Like, if I get the northern chunk, it's literally few months most likely. So let's roll it. Oh,